MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for our wonderful entrepreneurs out there and all the people that are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. I don't know what it is, but there's something changing. I think there's so much more positivity going on right now, and it's really an exciting time to become an entrepreneur. So just do it, just do it. Now, in studio with us today, we've got two entrepreneurs. We've got Devon and Kelly Mitchell. They're co-owners of Jodev Farms. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Devon Mitchell, and welcome to Jodev Farms. We are a farm and farm stall in the Cradle of Humankind, and we've been living here for almost 30 years, but the farm stall and the farming operations that we carry out today are relatively new. The farm itself, we've got 3 different portions. It's just under 500 hectares. Our original portion, Jodev Farms, where we've lived for 30 years, is about 100, and then we've got a portion in the middle called Teak Place Estate, where there's a housing estate happening, and then Melina we acquired last year. We practice regenerative agriculture, so we've got a herd of beef cattle. We're doing Wagyu. We're up to 250 head of cattle now. Then we do free-range pigs. We do chickens in the summertime. We've just started a bit of an egg production, and then we do organic vegetables, honey, compost, firewood. So a bit of everything, which we all sell through the farm shop. Regenerative agriculture is growing in popularity within South Africa. The way in which it farms is as natural as possible. It really reduces your costs in terms of farming. So we've got no external inputs that we put onto the farm, or very little. So a lot of the money that we generate from sales through the farm, we keep in-house. So for example, we create all our own organic fertilizers and composts, which we use for vegetable production. On the farm, we completely vertically integrated. So our beef, we produce it. We breed beef. We process the beef. We've got a butchery on site, and then we sell everything through the farm stall, which really helps us get more bang for our buck and cut out all the middlemen and get as much margins as we can. So our current farm, we're very fortunate in our location. We are within the Cradle of Humankind. The Cradle of Humankind is growing in popularity. It's very closely situated to the north of Joburg and the West Rand. So we get a lot of customers coming through from there. It is the cycling mecca of Joburg. So every weekend there'll be, 5,000 to 10,000 people out on the roads. So that's great exposure for us. So our location that we can have so much land so close to Joburg really is a fortunate occurrence for us. So our customer base has really grown exponentially since we've opened up the farm stall. It's really helped us to connect with our retail customers. It's made a real personal interaction, generally because we're in the shop all the time with our customers. So then we can explain why our produce is farmed the way it is, and the benefits of having organic produce and grass-fed meats and that sort of thing. We do supply a number of wholesale customers and aggregators, but we try to do all of that wholesale business through our farm store as well. We've realized that delivering and transport is a huge expense on the business, so we try to reduce it as much as possible. Ideally, we just want to create a very sustainable farm business that is profitable. Most farms they just market takers. So generally in any farming business, you just take whatever price the market sets for you. Going down the track, we would like to be a company that doesn't have to take the market price, and we would be able to set our own prices. At the moment, I feel like we don't have enough demand yet. We're still relatively early, so we're still producing more produce than we can. So we have to lower our price in order to sell all of our produce. We'd rather sell all of our produce than sit with stock unsold. I definitely would like to ask some questions on, in growth, how do we manage sustainably that growth without letting customers down, and it must be creating the right systems, having the right systems in place and things like that. But if he could advise us, in terms of how we grow over the years, how can we manage that? And then I suppose the next phase is, if we grow to a store outside of our current premises, then how do we manage that next big leap?
Devon, Kelly, welcome.
Thank you
Thanks
for having us.
So first, before we start, I just want to say that watching that clip and listening to you speak, it's an incredibly well-designed business model. You've thought through that. I love the thinking. You've thought through that vertical integration. You've been doing a lot of thinking about this business. You can see that, right?
Yeah, a farmer doesn't sleep too much, so up early mornings and giving it a lot of thought.
Okay, so when you're milking the cows, you're thinking.
No milk cows yet. Yeah.
Okay, right. So we're talking about scale today. So I have to start always. If you're talking about scale, I have to talk about two important things. Your management team. Talk to me about your management team.
At the moment, we are biggest managers. We've got one manager in the shop, and then each vegetable garden has their own manager as well.
So he's like the manager of the onions?
Section, yeah. We've got...
Of a field,
Yeah.
Of a field, which has got multiple...
Crops, yeah.
Multiple crops,
yeah.
Okay. All right. So would those be, in another world, be a branch manager? Okay, but they manage that section.
Yes.
Right. So I'm going a level up. So who, for example, manages marketing? Who manages sales? Who manages operations?
You've got both of them here with you today.
Who manages finance, etc. So that's in the two of you.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay. And do you have departments? Have you created formal departments or functions in an organogram?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, we haven't.
You haven't. Okay. Right. If you had to give one of those functions that you all do away first, which one would it be? What would you give? Admin. What would you give away first?
Sure. Probably marketing, I'd say.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marketing or sales. Yeah.
Or sales.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to come back to that. Okay, and then last question for me is in the field managers, okay, the garden managers, okay, I don't know, what do you call them?
You just call them by their name.
Yeah. Do you meet with them?
Yeah, Devon meets with them every day, a couple times a day.
I'm not talking about walking past and saying, hi, how's it going?
Yes, yeah.
I'm talking about a sit down and let's look at numbers.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to take a break now, and when we come back, I've got more questions for Devon and Kelly.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.